WrestleMania 40, you've got Roman Reigns and The Rock against Cody and Seth Rollins night one, and then night two, you're going to have Cody Rhodes going up against Reigns for the title. With this storyline, it appeared initially that it was going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and that to me seemed like that would be the big money main event match, the big box office match. But Cody Rhodes has been getting, he's more and more, I suppose, over with this, you wave fans, this different type of fan that watches and follows, the product, and maybe the big fans of AEW as well. But it's not the casual fans though. The casual fans. And there's the big thing with Cody Rhodes and the whole finish the story thing, but the casual fans don't know about that because they haven't been following the product and don't care enough about what's going on currently to get invested in that. I didn't know about this whole Cody Rhodes finish the story thing. I guess you could say I'm like a lapsed WWE fan. I haven't really been following the product fully for about 4 years now. But with this, to me, Roman Reigns The Rock would be the big money match. I would watch WrestleMania for that, probably for that match alone. I will follow bits and pieces, the build up to WrestleMania, and then I'll watch maybe a bit of WrestleMania itself. But to me, anyway, Roman Reigns and The Rock was the big match. But then there was the backlash with the crowd, the whole "We Want Cody" thing. And the video with the confrontation with Reigns and Rock, the face off at the end of SmackDown, was like the most disliked video ever from WWE, their YouTube channel. So with the backlash, I guess they had decided that no, Cody now. We'll put Cody in that spot because of the fan backlash. But some people say that they were always aware of the backlash and they knew what they were doing, and they knew that, and the fans would react that way, and that was all planned. I don't know, because I don't think WWE's that smart to do that. It seemed like the big match to do. There was a lot of bad press at that time with WWE, with all the stuff, the scandal, all the allegations with McMahon, and I think Rock just had that thing in him to say, this is it. Look, gotta do this. We need this match. Punk was injured, and they just thought, this is it now. We've got to do me and Roman. That's how I see it. But the thing is, again, I'm not big on this. I'm not big on Cody. I'm not big on his character. I'm not big on the whole finish the story thing. And I'm not really big on this whole tag match thing of Seth Rollins getting involved in this either. I'm not a big fan of his current character, Seth Rollins. Just seems a bit hokey and a bit just with the OTT, the outfits. It's just like what's his gimmick? What's his actual gimmick? I don't know what his gimmick is. And the thing is, to me, it was just the big match. To me, it would be I mean, I think, I don't know about having the tag match. To me, what you do is you have The Rock. What you do Cody Roman. You could have just a normal ref, or you could have like The Rock there, like a special enforcer on the outside, for him to come in, or there's a ref bump and then he gets involved near towards the end, like do something like that. I think that would have been better. But I'm not a big fan of the way they've gone with this, the direction of this. And again, it's different now with WrestleMania, the whole night one, night two thing. I guess when the pandemic hit, that's when things change with that. And maybe some would say that's the better, because before that it was becoming like a very long 5+ hour show. And I think people were really starting to feel that when you got to, WrestleMania, the ones in 2018, 2019. But I'm going to play a clip from Vince Russo does a podcast. It's called Legion of Raw, with the guy, his co-host is Chris on the Sportskeeda channel. And I'm just going to react. I'm just going to play a few clips, and this is these guys reacting to Seth Rollins and shit that he's saying. And I think some of it's maybe a bit of a work, some of it's a shoot, but he's been kind of like taking a few digs at the Rock. So I'm going to play this clip here now. So
we got Zubair, $5 super chat. Rollins really has the nerve to say all that about The Rock is trash. Diarrhea and wrestling never stop being cool. If so, why people don't watch it, man?
You know what the funny thing is, though, Zubair? Here's the funny thing. Chris. This is where Rollins is ignorant. Do you know what Rock is going to do with that promo?
Oh,
do you know what Rock...
Eat him for dinner, man.
And not only eat him for dinner, bro, it's going to be face-to-face next week. Bro,
yes.
You put these two jabrones face-to-face with... It's game over. Yeah. It is. Do you know what he's gonna do to Rollins next week, bro?
Yeah.
And bro, and that's the problem with this promo too, bro. It's like, and Rollins even said it in the promo. It's like, bro, Rock is their boss.
Yeah.
So the things that you're saying, bro, I think there's gonna be ramifications.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that just, bro, they're all over the place, man. But you know what, Chris? These fans today, bro, they'll buy anything.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll buy anything, bro. Anything.
Like I said, man, it's Pavlovian dogs, Vince.
Happy-go-lucky.
They'll just bite what's
happy-go-lucky little Jimmys.
Given to them, whatever it is, they'll salivate over it, man. And so that's what again, case in point, the Cody crybaby was a derogatory term,
right?
And Cody Rhodes didn't support that at all. He was trying to speak against it. Guess what? Now people are proud of being Cody crybabies.
Yep, exactly.
That is precisely my point, Vince. That's where we're at. That's where we're at now with fans. That's where we're at with wrestling fans. Instead of understanding the stories, buying into the characters, it's, wow, I get to be a Cody crybaby. Let me make a poster about it too. You know what I mean? That's
and these are the cool kids today.
They're the cool kids, exactly. Zubair, $5.
The cool kids, chat. Gee, come a long way from the Attitude Era and from Austin Rock and Taker and all that. But yeah, I mean, to their point, I mean, this whole thing about the Rollins promo on Raw saying about diarrhea Dwayne, and I can't imagine. I mean, is somebody writing that shit for him? You know, is he really? Did he come up with that himself, Rollins? Because that's just bad. That's just so naff. And there was a diarrhea chant. Like, good God, that's embarrassing. Like, that's the kind of thing. Like, if you're watching wrestling and somebody that's not a fan of it's in the room with you, you feel embarrassed to be a fan. You know what I mean? You just feel totally mortified. But yeah, the promos are just hokey, and that's the thing. I mean, Rollins making these cute little digs when The Rock's not there. You know, maybe half shooting, half working. But Rock and the mic, I mean, he could eat him alive. Like, he really could. But yeah, it's just different time and different set of fans, and you know, they were very upset. I mean, I suppose it's the same type of fans, I suppose, even with Daniel Bryan, and then they were the ones that come pushing the whole thing with that yes movement. But and I suppose what they're saying about Cody Crybabies is that, yeah, well, they're going to say we are whatever, you know, like when people would chant we are idiots, when Jericho would call them stupid idiots. So yeah, I mean, and that's what they're, you know, the fans are very happy-go-lucky. They do accept this shit, you know. You know, I remember watching back in 2000, and I felt that was just a really good year, a solid year. And then even when this one I was only 9, and then when I got to 2001, I was 10, and I did feel in a way it dropped off a bit, but I still thought, oh well, this is really cool, and Austin now champion, and he's gone with McMahon, and then there's the invasion. And because everybody talks about it, like when you're kids and you think it's cool, you just go along with it. But it was still a good time, and it's, to me, that era is still way better than the crap today. And yeah, wrestling, I mean, there's Seth Rollins is going on about, oh, wrestling never stopped being cool. But no, it did at one point. It did, trust me. Because when I grew up, it was all the boys, all the guys liked wrestling. When we were kids, we liked it, right? The cool kids liked wrestling. The nerds didn't watch. Now it's the other way around. The cool kids, even at a very young age, are going to shit on it as kids. They'll shit on it. And then the nerds watch it. It's totally changed now. It's not cool anymore. And yeah. And it's guys like Rock who made it cool. So it's so stupid. They expose their own stupidity and their own like nerd mark personas that I guess they never fully grew out of, like people like Seth Rollins when they make digs about The Rock. It's kind of sad in a way, you know. But with this, I'll just play a little bit more of this and react to another clip here. And they're still talking about the stuff with Rock and Rollins. So here we go.
Man, I mean, like you had such a river. I mean, calling Seth Rollins an emoji clown, a walking emoji. I mean, like Seth Rollins, you know, he gives The Rock easy material to work with. I mean, he just hands The Rock material every single week. And now he's really handing The Rock material with this promo. He's going to make it easy for him, man. So
that's why, bro, I'm holding out hope. I really am holding out hope that a lot of the old guard there, you know, still feels the way I do, because, bro, if Reigns goes over, like, if Reigns goes over, bro, and I'm hoping Triple H is still that Killer Kowalski, old school. I'm hoping, bro, because oh my God, if Cody doesn't go over, bro.
Man, if Cody does not go over,
if Roman wins, we riot.
Fans will go on an uproar. But you know what the interesting part about this is? Nobody's going to stop watching the
They ain't going nowhere, bro. That's why you got to do it.
That's why you got to do it, man.
That's why they ain't going nowhere, bro.
I'm so with you on that, man.
Yep.
We got Rollin 999 super chat.
On that point, I mean, the whole thing about, you know, I'm joking, you know, if Cody, if Roman wins, we riot, you know. And again, you know, fans will be pissed again. If it happens, if Roman happens to beat Cody, you know, yeah, the fans are going to be pissed, they're going to be outraged. But again, like what they're saying, though, they're still going to keep watching. You know what I mean? They're still going to keep watching. And you know, Roman's the guy. He's the big marquee guy. That's how it is. And but then Roman could be thinking of maybe stepping down soon, maybe just getting away from wrestling altogether, focusing on films, Hollywood. But I mean, and the thing at WrestleMania is, it's not as if there's going to be a riot if Roman Reigns attains the belt. Well, you won't. I don't think it's not like you'll fully see it on screen, like anything like WrestleMania 16. Fans were legitimately pissed when Triple H retained the belt, because, you know, Rock hadn't been champion for a year, and they thought, well, this is the time now. It's Rock's time to win. And then frickin' the guy, the big politician, and who's getting in with the boss's daughter at that point, he has to win. And fans were bloody pissed. And then when they're celebrating at the end, and Vince and Stephanie are hugging, embracing, they're throwing crap in the ring. Like, they're generally pissed. But that was a different time. That was Anaheim, California, like Arrowhead Pond, 20,000 people. You know, in a stadium of, you know, whatever it'll be, 80,000+ people. And, you know, those people that are sitting near the front, you know, it's pretty expensive seats. I don't think they're the type of people that would throw crap in the ring. But who knows? Who knows what would happen? But, you know, you'll probably see that sign somewhere in the crowd, though. And maybe they'd pan in on that. Hey, if Roman wins, we riot. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel that, you know, to me, I'm a little disappointed that, you know, it's Cody and Roman. I really do believe it should have been Rock. It should have been The Rock and Roman Reigns. I really do. But that's just how it is. You know, things change. That's just the way of life. But I think, you know, with this, what they could do, though, you know, you can have, you know, it looks like what's going to happen to me is that, you know, Rock and Roman will win in night 1, and then it'll be the Bloodline rules match in night 2. Which I think is good, because you should do something different. Get away from just doing a traditional wrestling match like you had last year. You need to change it up and do something different, you know? And, like, with this, you know, I don't know what would happen. You might have some of Cody's allies come out and even the odds, like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I don't know. And maybe even Rollins comes out. I'm not sure, but I do feel like, yeah, maybe, and they're hinting at it, and there's these subtle hints, and there's a bit of dissension, there's a lot of tension there, what last on the SmackDown with Roman and The Rock. So it wouldn't surprise me if The Rock turns on Roman, and that's how then Cody will win. He wins, he's the champion, and then you get that finish that protects Roman, that he didn't, lose, cleanly, exactly, that The Rock cost him the title. And then that's good for Roman as a heel. Then Roman's got an excuse. That's classic heel shit right there, right? And so that's how I think they're going to do it. And then I don't know. I mean, will they do Rock and Roman next year at WrestleMania? Because, Rock's getting on. He'll be 52 years old at that point, going on 53. So will he want to wrestle one more time? Has he got another match in him? I don't know. I mean, to me, it was the big money match, the head of the table. They could have really built that up, the stuff with the family and just all that stuff. You bring in all the people, the cousins, Tamina and Ajax. You bring in Haku, you have Rikishi. You could have them all there at the front row for WrestleMania. The Rock's mum there. That would have been a big thing there. The build-up for that alone would have been, to me, amazing. And it just doesn't, it's just not the same now, but I can see it happening, though, that The Rock will turn on Cody Rhodes. I think that's what's going to go down. But who knows, though? Who knows? I mean, I think most people started to believe that Cody was going to beat Roman last year. And then it was maybe somewhat of a surprise that Roman ended up winning. But I don't know. I think at that point it felt anticlimactic because, people were wanting The Rock. There was always talk about, The Rock, is he going to face Roman at WrestleMania? And it was the same 2 years ago, but then Roman ended up facing Brock. And that felt quite anticlimactic, Roman and Brock, because there was all that talk about trying to get The Rock for WrestleMania. And it was even the same with, Cody Rhodes last year as well. So I can understand fans feeling a certain way towards The Rock. If they felt that Rock's jerked them around a bit, I can understand that. But to me, look, he's the biggest box office attraction ever. Rock, he's a busy guy, businesses, his films. He probably will want to run for president in 8 years' time or whatever. Rock's time is valuable. The most valuable commodity we have is time. And, and Rock's going to do things on his terms. That's just how it is. It's on his clock. But I can understand the fans feeling a certain way. But I think at the end, though, with this, I'm going to follow a bit of this stuff on SmackDown and see the interaction there, see how it is with Rock and the back and forth, so it's in ring with Cody and Seth, and then how the stuff plays out with the Bloodline and Roman and Heyman and that will be interesting. That'll be enjoyable. But I think at the end, though, I can see it. I think Cody will win, and then The Rock will do the turn on Roman, and then Roman's got that out there that he didn't he didn't really lose. He got cheated out the belt and whatever. I think that's what's going to go down at the end of WrestleMania 40. But that's my video for now, guys. So feel free to hit the subscribe button, and then leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think that they've maybe messed up a little bit with this storyline, the thing with the Bloodline, Rock and Roman? It should have been them facing off at WrestleMania. And do you think that The Rock's going to turn on Roman at the end of Mania? But that's me for now, guys. Thanks. Bye.